The ending of Joker Folieadeux might have explained some of the mystery surrounding Heath Ledger's Joker in 2008's The Dark Knight.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Set outside the mainstream DC universe, Todd Phillips's Joker Folieadeux continued the story of Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur Fleck, a troubled, failed comedian who is loosely based on DC Comics' Clown Prince of Crime. Folieadeux has received a mixed response, with some criticizing the lack of Joker action, but the movie's ending might have revealed exactly why Fleck never really let loose as the Joker. Instead of fully establishing him as the Joker, Arthur Fleck instead accepts that he was never destined to become the Joker in Joker Folieadeux. Fleck confesses his crimes in front of a jury following his elaborate trial, much to the dismay of Lady Gaga's Lee, Joker Folieadeux's harleyquinn. The symbol of the Joker was thrust on Arthur Fleck inadvertently in 2019's Academy Award-winning Joker, but while Arthur Fleck was never supposed to become the Joker, Folieadeux's ending suggests a different version of the villain will rise in his place.
Rise and shine. Good morning.
Fuck you.
Somewhat anticlimactically, Folieadeux ends with Arthur Fleck being stabbed to death by a nameless inmate at Arkham Asylum, portrayed by Connor Story. Interestingly, while Fleck lies bleeding to death, Story's inmate uses his blade on himself, carving a Glasgow smile into his face, which is instantly reminiscent of the scars on the face of Heath Ledger's Joker from 2008's The Dark Knight. Story's inmate's aggressive and twisted joke and repetition of Fleck's "you get what you deserve" quote also reflects the mythos and violence of Ledger's Joker. Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight introduced the late Heath Ledger as the Joker opposite Christian Bale's Batman, and he quickly became one of the most notable and beloved depictions of the DC Comics villain in live action. The origin story of Ledger's Joker was never truly revealed in The Dark Knight, but Todd Phillips may have implemented this story into his own dark and gritty version of Gotham. While this connection hasn't been confirmed, it's very possible that Story's Arkham Asylum inmate is in fact a younger version of Ledger's Joker, taking over in Arthur Fleck's absence. The Dark Knight never explained the Joker's origins or backstory prior to meeting Batman and corrupting Harvey Dent. The Joker offered several possible origin stories, including one featuring an abusive father or one involving a gambling-addicted wife who claimed he should smile more, both somewhat explaining his characteristic Glasgow smile. This multiple-choice backstory could be explained if Heath Ledger's Joker was not actually the original, as he may have taken on the backstories of his Joker predecessors, including Arthur Fleck. Connecting Heath Ledger's Joker to Arthur Fleck in Todd Phillips's Joker duology also explains the villain's influence and power in Gotham City. Fleck started a full-on revolution and amassed a huge following of thousands who wanted to see change in the city. Even after Fleck's death, his following would still be there, so a new Joker, perhaps Heath Ledger's, could easily recruit some of these followers for himself despite his tendency to quickly turn on them. This would also explain why Bruce Wayne was a child in 2019's Joker, as Arthur Fleck simply wouldn't have been his Joker.
Wanna know how I got these scars?
But there are several problems when trying to connect The Dark Knight and Joker Folieadeux, which could prove this Joker theory wrong. Perhaps most notably, Harvey Dent, played by Aaron Eckhart in The Dark Knight and Harry Lorty in Folieadeux, is very different in both movies and has a different origin story as Two-Face. Additionally, the death of the Wayne family in 2005 Batman Begins and 2019's Joker is also quite different, though both still follow the same trajectory as Batman's origin story in DC Comics. Despite these plot holes, this is still a very fun and interesting theory, and the fact that Joker and Joker Folieadeux are told from Arthur Fleck's perspective could still allow for some possibilities. Arthur Fleck is a well-known, unreliable narrator with many parts of Todd Phillips's duology taking place entirely in his mind. This means that not everything the audience sees is actually happening, which could allow for some wiggle room when suggesting Connor Story's Arkham inmate may actually be Heath Ledger's Joker.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's